Hello everyone and welcome back to a new tutorial. In this video, I'll try to demonstrate how you can use advanced custom fields, custom post types, and Zion Builder to fetch dynamic data and create any type of template you want. At the end of this video, you will be able to retrieve dynamic data from the database, such as this list right here. And if you want to add another item to this burger list, you can simply add another product from the backend and it will appear on this page automatically. Many developers use this technique because they don't want their customers to edit their work and maybe break it while doing so. Instead, they give them the option to edit the content using custom fields. Another advantage is that it's easier for non-tech clients to change data this way rather than using a page builder that they are not familiar with. Okay, so enough talking. Let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is to install the Advanced Custom Fields and the Custom Posts plugins. You can opt for MetaBox instead of the Advanced Custom Fields if you want. They are basically two plugins doing the same thing, but for the sake of this video, I will use the Advanced Custom Fields. When you activate the Advanced Custom Fields, you will see it in the left WordPress menu as well. The custom post types will show here also. This last plugin lets you create new custom menus like these ones right here. It will help you to keep your posts organized. Now let's create our first custom post type. I will call it menu, but think of it as a food menu. Under this menu, we will post all our products that we want to add to the menu. Let's press the Add New button to add the first product. I will name it Burger 1 just to keep track of which product is which. Publish the page and repeat the process 2 more times. Great job! Let's edit one of the posts. When creating product lists, most of the time those lists include some attributes. What exactly do I mean? For example, let's say you want to list some hotel rooms instead of burgers. Those rooms come with a number of beds or facilities or square meters or image gallery. You get the idea. And you want some fields to enter these data and save them in a database so that you can later take those data and display them in a template as you want. As you can see, there aren't many fields in which to enter our attributes. Sure, we have the title and description, the featured image, and we can add some content, but there are times when these are insufficient and additional fields are required. To add more fields, we will use the ACF plugin to create them and assign them to our menu custom post type. To add a field, click the Add Field button. I'll use the same title as I did for the custom post types, so that I know these fields correspond to that custom post type. The field label and name represents the attribute's name, and the type represents what kind of field is it. I want my first field to be an image. To minimize our first field, close the top label name. Now we must specify where we want these fields to appear. We can do that from here. I want these custom fields to display only for the menu custom post types. Let's hit Publish and check our burger posts to see if anything has changed. Nice! Now we can add an image from here to the database. Then we can fetch this image to use it anywhere we want. You can even create dynamic sliders using this image or any data you add here through advanced custom fields. Let's set these posts aside for a moment and create a page where we can use this data. Go to Pages, Add New Page, add a title and edit with Zion Builder. Set your layout to blank canvas to remove the WordPress default header and footer. Now let's add a template from the library. I will choose this burger menu design. We don't need all of the content we have here, so I'll remove what isn't necessary. I will keep only this first container that wraps the burger image, the title and description, and the price. To better see what elements to remove, I will use the tree view because it shows me how elements are structured. This way I have less chances to delete a wrong element. Hovering the elements or the tree view layers also gives you a raw idea of what's happening there. I will fast forward this part. I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so we have something that we can work with. Let's preview the page to see how it looks. Nice. Now we need to make this content here dynamic, meaning that we'll automatically get its content from the database when we create a post. For this, we will need to use the repeater. The repeater is a tool that lets you retrieve information from the database for you to list your products or posts. You can enable the repeater from the Advanced tab. The repeater is composed from a provider and a consumer. The provider tells the builder that in this element, where you enable it, you want to retrieve some information from the database, and when you enable also the consumer, it tells that you want that element to be the repeated element where your information will be consumed. You can enable both the provider and consumer on the same element, or enable the provider on a parent element and the consumer on a child element, but never enable the provider in a parent element and the consumer in another parent, because it will not work. Let's enable our provider and tell it that we want to build a query for our menu post type. When we will enable the repeater consumer, our list will be populated with the exact number of posts that the menu custom post type has. If we want to display a certain number of posts, we can do so from here by adjusting the start and end fields. By default, it will list all the posts that it finds. Now let's get the data that we have added through the advanced custom fields. Wherever you see this icon, it means you can use dynamic data. You will find it on images, texts, links, etc. Scroll through this list and choose the ACF field, then click the pencil icon to choose which field should be displayed here. Now all the images should update with the image from the ACF field. If the image or text is not displaying, then it means that we didn't add any image or text to that post. Let's go back to our posts and add the images there also. Now, if we refresh our page, all the images should display. If we create a fourth post, then it will automatically show here. Go to Posts, add new post. Add a title and an image. Publish the post, then check your page again. Lovely. Let's make the rest of the information dynamic as well. For that, we will need to add another custom field for the pricing. The description and title, we already can get those without a custom field. So, this title, we will get it from here. And the description from here. Now, let's add the pricing field. Add a label, a name, and the field type, leave it like it is. Hit Update, and now you are ready to add your pricing for all posts. If we select the text element with the price and set it to be dynamic, we should see under Advanced Custom Types the new field that we just created. If it is not there, then you must probably refresh the page. The pricing is not displaying because we have selected ACF, but did not mention which field we want to display. If we remove this, it will show again. Remember, only the fields that are not empty will display here. Let's add the rest of the prices. Looking great. To add the title, we simply select from Dynamic Data the post title, and for the description, the post content. Let's try fixing this small styling issue. I'm guessing that since our description is too small, the design doesn't look properly, so I want to force that description container to push the price back in its place. Perfect. At this step, you might want to add a link so that when you press a burger to show a detailed description about that burger. You can do that by selecting the element that you want to click on and under Link option, choose Post Page Link from Dynamic Data. Now when you click the burger image, you will be brought to that specific burger post page. This concludes the first part of this tutorial, which teaches you how to use advanced custom fields and custom post types. But since I know that this next part is also very important and goes hand in hand with what we did up to now, in the second part of this video, I will show you how to create a template using the theme builder and apply it for that empty page that we got when we pressed the burger image link. To create a template, let's go to Zion Builder Theme Builder dashboard. This area is dedicated for creating special templates that apply mainly for archive pages, category pages, product pages, blog post single pages, etc. I am mentioning this because I've seen many people using it wrong by making templates here for each and every page they create, skipping the post pages from WordPress entirely. Okay, so I've created a new template that I want to apply on all our menu custom post types. Add a body component to it, then edit it. Here you can create the template that you want to apply, but I will use one from the library. We could use this one here because it already has a description, so we don't need to change too much content. I want here to display the post title. This text here, we don't need it. This will be our post content. We can make this a featured image or use the image custom field that we've added with ACF. If the image is too small, you can force it to show as full width by changing its width to 100%. You could make this left image to load also from ACF if you want. Once you load all your dynamic data, save this page, close the component, and save the theme builder settings again in order for the template to apply to your page. To remove the default WordPress header and footer, you need to change the layout to blank canvas and be sure that you have a header and footer component loaded to your default template. Now let's check the whole process of adding a new burger to our menu. Easy peasy. Adding products is now a piece of cake for any of your customers. If this image size bothers you, you can change it with another image. This wraps up our tutorial for today. We hope you found it tasty and enjoyable. Follow us on YouTube for more tutorials like this one. See you in the next video. Goodbye.